My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're continuing our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. Today I want to talk about avoiding court in the context of getting divorced. Is this even possible? Like a lot of things in life, it depends whether you're on the giving end or on the receiving end. Okay, because in the state of Michigan, somebody has to go to court in order to get a divorce. Somebody who brings the case, which is called the plaintiff is the one who has to file the case. So the plaintiff has to do, that can be done remotely, and the plaintiff ultimately has to go before the court, tell the court the jurisdictional requirements for a divorce, that they lived in the state of Michigan for at least 6 months prior to filing, that they lived in the county where they filed for at least 10 days before filing, that there's been a breakdown of the marriage to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed, and they seek a divorce. And somebody's got to make a record of that in front of a judge. Now, it might be something that you can do by Zoom, it might be something that will require an in-person appearance, but somebody's got to do that. And so, can you do this without ever going to court? No, you can't, because somebody's going to have to go to court. Having said that, can you do this without both parties to the divorce going to court? Yes, you can. Because as the plaintiff, I might bring this case, and the plaintiff might have the burden of proving the things that we've just talked about. But the defendant, the one who is being served, the one for whom is the defendant, the one from whom the divorce is being sought, that person, he doesn't have to go to court. He can sign the judgment and send it back to the other side and say, I'm okay with it, just enter it. He can refuse to file an answer or decline to file an answer, and then the matter will proceed by default. Default meaning you got to go to court, you got to establish that the person was served, when they were served, if you've waited enough time, and go through those proceedings. Again, you are before the judge, but the other guy isn't. The other guy doesn't have to go to court at all. So in answer to the question, can I avoid going to court for the divorce? If you and your soon-to-be ex decide you're getting a divorce, you agree on everything, let's say there's nothing to split, there's nothing, you just want the court to nullify the marriage, and now you're divorced. If that's what you want, you just convince the other side to file. You just tell them that they file, you'll do whatever else you got to do to make sure that they get their divorce. And you know, why should they do it? Maybe they had more of an incentive than you. Maybe they're moving on in another relationship and need to get rid of the divorce as such. The marriage as such, and they need the divorce, and maybe you don't need it so badly, so let them file. Let them spend the filing fees, let them hire the lawyers. If you're satisfied that you got nothing to lose, when you moved out, you took all your stuff, there are no children. You don't need to do anything. And you'll be able to get your copy, your true copy, your sealed copy of your divorce without ever having to go to court. Now, does this work for everybody? Well, in the limited example that I gave, I suppose. I mean, you got two 21-year-old kids and they have between them a blender and 2 beanbags. No children, no nothing, no furniture, no assets, no liabilities. Yeah, I guess it could work in that situation. Most cases, though, are not that simple. Most aren't like that. Most of the time, even if the marriage is short-term, there's a 2-year-old involved. Or there might be some assets, or somebody just became a doctor, and there's potential support issues. So most cases won't necessarily work like that. But on a strictly theoretical basis, yes, a person can achieve a divorce filed by the other side without ever having to go before a judge. Now, if you have any questions about your particular case, reach out, and we'll be glad to help you out.